All right, we're live. We got Becca Johnson here with us. What's up, Becca?
Hey, what's up, DQ?
I'm really excited to talk with you on here because I know your situation and your story is really, really unique compared to most people. And we've actually looked at joining eXp together about a year ago. And I just want to jump straight into it if that's okay. I know a lot of people know who you are. We're going to put some information in the comments about how to get a hold of Becca. But let's jump straight into it and let's talk about where were we last January? Where were we?
We were working on multi-state expansion through our previous brokerage.
Mhm.
We had explored so many options as to how to make that a reality, and we had agents all over the nation. We were interacting with, we were trying to move and navigate and be able to get into these other states. And man, we just had so many doors close on us, and it became very frustrating to be able to expand
Yeah.
that way. So we had started entertaining other possibilities, and we got comfortable and got scared, and we acted out of fear, and we held back and didn't make that move. So
Yeah. Yeah. We had a lot of people in the background in our ears telling us, oh, you got to do it this way. You got to do it the way so-and-so does it. And I remember one situation, we had somebody in another area, in another state that we were going to bring on. And the other franchise owner had actually told us, oh, we're not taking expansion teams over here. And
yeah,
just help,
right.
or even calling certain agents and just trying to talk to them about our business plan of how we wanted to grow together. And these agents were asking us to hire them. These agents were reaching out and saying, yes,
Yeah.
we're interested. We want you to come out here. And we just it was like we went into a wall.
Oh yeah.
And,
Oh, absolutely. We hit several brick walls doing it that way. Not being able to, man, it was super frustrating because we had so much to give and so much to offer and so many people to help and bring along this journey with us that
mhm.
being told no over and over and over. Now, I'm not talking about real estate calls, right? I'm not talking about your lead gen calls. Being told no, right? That gives you persistence. But being told no over and over, no, you cannot do what you have set out to do and explore this vision that you have and make it a reality. No, you can't.
Yeah.
And it's like, why not?
Like
Why
somebody
not, right?
putting their thumb down on all your business that you're trying to run, right?
Yeah, and the saying of um, alone sucks, together is better is so true.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that because I've done it. Alone sucks. It
Yeah.
does, and you are better when you're with more people who have that vision and want to move forward like you do. And we now have that platform and that vehicle to be able to move forward into
Yeah.
that vision, and it's a reality now.
Yeah, it's a reality, and it's like the roof just got raised off, and now we can just go do it, right? There's
Yeah,
nothing stopping us anymore.
no,
And
no ceiling whatsoever.
so you know what? It's funny that we can like talk about that all day, and a lot of people don't understand like the details and in-depth part of it and behind the scenes stuff that happens. And I know that you do on a high level, and so just so we don't confuse our people that are watching right now, let's talk a little bit more about it. Like what exactly couldn't we do before besides go into other markets? Like what are some hurdles that maybe you faced that you can share?
Okay, so for example, when you have agents reaching out to you and they want to know more about where you're going with this vision, and
Mm-hmm.
they see the tools and the partnership that you can have together, but you're
Mm-hmm.
not able to have a conversation with them even. You've
Mm-hmm.
got to ask permission to have that conversation with them. You have to, okay, so for example, let's say the state of South Dakota, North Dakota, right? It's a large state by square miles, but the populations are smaller compared to some other states.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one agent there that wants to partner with us, previously it would have cost us thousands of dollars
Mm-hmm.
and several hoops to jump through to make that happen and make that real, to be able to help this one person who
Yeah.
wasn't getting support, who wasn't getting help in whatever, brokerage that they were with. And now we don't have to do that. We
Yeah.
don't have to do that. If somebody reaches out to us, we can offer that help. And that's, by the way, not just if you're looking to partner with a team, a group, or a network. If you're an independent agent, you know what to do. You just need some help doing it. We can do
Yeah.
that too. That's what's amazing about it.
Yeah. That was one of the biggest hurdles I know we've faced, even locally, a lot of times is, yeah, a team is really, really great for a lot of people. Like for myself, I have always told everybody, if I didn't own the current team that we have, I would be on a team and I would just make myself so valuable to them that we would just go faster. But
Yeah.
I know a lot of people just, they want to do it their way. A lot of people want to go out and they want to experience it and recreate it and do it their way, and that's totally fine.
That's the beauty of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the difference before for us is we were stuck. We were in a position where if they didn't do that with us, if they didn't join BMP Network before, we couldn't help them in business. We could hire them and say, hey, we wish you luck and we want to see you well. We could share some ideas, but we couldn't actually be in business with them and invest into them and help them. And with this change, we can now actually help those people at a high level. A lot of our tools and tools are virtual. Like we have our own intranet where we have all of our videos and our scripts and our training and our social media training and our transaction system and all this stuff that we invested into the team that's cost hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years. And now we can say, hey, you're an agent, you don't want to be on our team, you're successful on your own, or you're a team currently and you don't have these systems and tools. Let us show you how we can actually help with you, and we can merge together to where we just provide value to you. It's not going to cost you anything extra. We can just now say, hey, come down, let's have a conversation to see if it is a good fit for you to plug into our systems, use our platform that we've created, and go grow your team. Go do it your way. We're just going to give you that, like, we're going to launch you forward, right? We're going to save you a few $100,000 and launch you forward where you have it all like that instantly.
That's for real too. And go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, how we couldn't do that before at all, and like today we can do it. So it's crazy exciting for us, and I know a lot of people don't see those details or don't understand. They always wonder, well, everybody's an independent contractor. All of us are. We all can do this kind of stuff. We can make our own decisions and run our own business no matter what company we're at, which isn't the truth. It's the farthest thing from the truth. And
so, I mean, do you really have the freedom you think you do, though? Do you really? Or is it comfortability lying to you? Because 100% honesty, I know everybody gets really invested in relationships, as we should. We should be invested in relationships and in people, and you do grow that comfortability. But let me tell you something, you can love somebody and also make good business decisions.
Yeah.
You can love people and have admiration and respect for them, and I do for a lot of people that I am not in business with. I have a lot of love and respect for people.
Yeah.
You can also do both. Why does it have to be a one or the other? It doesn't. And and so, for us to say and come here and say and share our journey and what we're doing, and we're seeing growth every single day, not just in our team or our network or our group nationwide. We're seeing growth in production locally.
Yeah.
So, there's two ways there. So, for us to not share that with people, why wouldn't we? Because you look at tech companies. Look at how many mergers do you see go on in corporate America?
All the time.
How many huge companies do you see partnering with other huge companies? Even if there's not a buyout, they're partnering.
Yeah.
Right? Because they get out there, people know who they are, they know what they're doing, and once they experience it and they see it and they look behind the curtain and that veil is removed, they're going, oh my gosh, we need part of this. Because I can truly tell everybody, this is what most agents will search their careers for, to look for, because there's a lot of companies and real estate brokerages that teach and say, well, you'll make this much more per transaction. You're operating then out of fear and scarcity. We operate out of abundance. There is so much abundance out there for everybody. Why do we have to limit ourselves? Why do we have to be afraid? Operating out of fear, especially in the market we see in Kingman right now. Yeah. Right? So there's a lot of agents. I looked just a little bit ago. Single family homes in Kingman between $100,000 and $200,000, there's 59 homes on the market active for sale. 59 out of the thousands, tens of thousands of homes, right? That's going to cause a lot of agents to start to make decisions out of fear and scarcity. And you don't have to do that. You really don't. You know, there are paths for you to be able to continue to work and have the training and the tools so that when these times come, you're not having to get out of the business.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. So back to, I went off on a rabbit trail. Sorry for everybody. Apologize. I tend to do that though. I get really excited. So like I was saying, why would we not want to tell anybody this?
Yeah.
You know, when you see what it's about, like I said, the model is there. And a lot of brokerages teach and preach expansion and growth, but are they really about it? They really about it? Yeah. I haven't experienced that. We firsthand have not experienced that that's really what they're about. Not for us. Yeah. So we found it. I'm gonna tell y'all we found it.
You mentioned how exciting it is and how you want to share it now. And I feel the exact same way. And that's our whole point of doing this video even, is just to make sure that people understand and see the value in it, because this isn't something you want to keep a secret. Like, you can now help improve other people's lives while you improve your own. And, you know, just you talked about people making decisions out of fear and scarcity, and with the market being so low and like maybe not knowing exactly how to go out and get more business or what has worked. Well, our team is here to help those people for sure. Like we have sold thousands of homes just on our team. And so we have the business models. We know how to do marketing. We know how to generate leads. We generate thousands of leads all the time. And so we can now share those, like what we call secrets. You know, people want to know, well, where do you get your leads? How do you do it? What are your tips and your tricks? Well, a lot of times people don't want to share those things, but with us today, anybody who's in business with us, we want to share that with, because we want to help you grow and we want to see you really, really well, because at the same time, we're going to do really well with you. Whether you're a part of BMP Network or not, we can help you at this point. Yeah, we would love to have more people a part of BMP Network so we can grow our company really big as well through this platform. But it's not the only option anymore. So I love that you mentioned that, and I love that you're wanting to share it and help other people as much as I am too, because it's exciting, it's fun, and
it really is.
It is.
It is. And when you do the unexpected, right? Because this was not expected. You know, nobody thought that this was going to happen for any of us. So you start to get a lot of attention. And, you know, whenever you make a big move like that, especially with a large team, and you pick up and you shift it, everybody wants to know what's going on, what happened, what are you doing? Yeah. And so we've had attention from, and we're currently speaking with a lot of local agents who we won't name names because, you know, we respect that. People want to know more. They want to be in on this. But again, there's some of that fear and some of that comfortability of going into the unknown. But that's why we're telling people, so that it's not unknown. It's not this dark, uncharted water. We're in it. And I can tell you that there are other brokerages. People are leaving by the truckloads, man. And I don't say that to be insulting or to put anything or anyone down, but I'm speaking to the gravity of what eXp is doing and the model that they have and have had. This is nothing new.
Yeah.
It's just the momentum's there now.
Yeah.
So, you know, that gravity and that pull, it's happening. It's happening all over the nation. So some of their numbers, David, I know just for eXp in general, agent count increase was up 139% last year.
So that's a huge number. You know what? Let's handle this objection we hear all the time too. Is well, you go to eXp and what? You're just going to bring agents in? That's all you do now? What's production? But our production for our team, it has literally only been here not even a month, like almost a month. It has skyrocketed. The energy that we, because what happens is you get around a group of people who all have the roof raised off of their potential. Everybody can now grow their business as much as they want. They're even within the team, on a team model, you're usually limited to the team leader's like capabilities, right? You're limited to what that team leader says. And a lot of team members, that's another thing, is a lot of team members, they pay a high cost to be on the team. And that was
Mhm.
our goals as BMP Network, was to lower that cost and give the agents more money of the money that they're bringing in and making. And not only that, but create more opportunity and potential for them to where they can actually go grow their team through our team now and use our platform. And that's completely new, especially in our area. It's the no doing it. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
in the nation, there's not many doing it. And so having, the roof raised off your head creates that energy. And a lot of these companies talk about culture, and their Calgary culture. They give you awards, they pat you on the back, they smile, they high five you, they give you hugs. All that is great. I love it.
Oh, feels good.
It
Feels
feels
good.
good.
Mhm.
You know what I think feels really, really, really good though is a culture of lead generation and results and passion for your business. And we definitely have felt that, and it has raised it like crazy for each and every one of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
One of our agents on our team, I believe she's going on to have 18 active listings since we've been here in a month. That's insane.
Yes, she is.
So like
Yes, I
for
love that.
somebody to gain that much traction just because of the energy and the focus and the excitement and fun of, hey, we can go do what we want to do now. And everybody on the team lately, I've been seeing more people take more listings, and we all know you have all the listings. What happens?
That's right. The buyers come.
Yep,
Yes.
the buyers come. You
And
control.
so, and those 18 listings really, because we don't live in a big city, even a big county, Mauvie County,
That's one
it's not that
agent too.
populated. One agent. And
Yeah.
we live in a very limited area where there's not a lot of homes out there, let alone,
We just
right?
got corrected. We just got corrected. 19 she has.
Woo! Get it. That's so exciting. I love that, man. That is awesome. So, yeah, I mean, why would we not want to, tell people this? So I agree with you about being rewarded in not just awards or, attention, pat on the back. And I mean that. It does feel good. It truly feels good to have people appreciate you. It's nice. But then, when you go home and you put the award on a shelf maybe, or where's yours, David? Where are your awards?
13 years into the business, and I've received a lot of awards every single year. I've got a box in my storage unit that I found the other day that has some awards buried in it, and I couldn't even remember why I got them. And I have a box in my garage, and that has the rest of them. And so all dusty, dirty. Probably should just put them in the trash because they're not out there generating leads for me.
They're not making you, they're not growing your business. What? It's so valuable. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, it's all about perspective. I don't mean to make fun of anyone who, like I said, it does feel good, and we truly do enjoy receiving awards for things, but, keep into perspective, what do they really do for you and your life and your business? And your culture is what you create in your own environment. And, how can you not be positive and have a great culture and want to be embracing everyone and show kindness and help and generosity to everybody, because you are acting out of abundance rather than fear, because it's doing something for others without having that high expectation of, now what are you going to do for me? I don't believe in that anyway.
One thing that we never had at our previous brokerage, or I've worked at a couple other brokerages and I've never seen before, is we actually get rewarded now on our team as we produce, as we bring other people into the company to come work with us through eXp. We're getting rewarded in stock from that. We get rewarded in stock from eXp for our first transaction when we cap. Like, those are amazing types of rewards that could actually greatly affect your future. Like, that gives you some kind of savings or retirement or something possibly for the future. Like, I'm not making stocks. I don't know what it's going to do, but I know I didn't have it before. And I think it's amazing to be rewarded with that rather than me having to pay for a storage unit to store some plaques.
Yes. Multiple streams of income is what we have now found. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that is huge. The potential is astounding, because if you think about not just the BMP network and what we can do together, but what eXp agents as a whole in the nation have the ability to do together and to grow and mastermind together. It's crazy. It just is mind blowing. And it's so, I say exciting because it is exciting, but exciting is a feeling, right? Does it drive you? It does me, because I see what's coming up. I see what's around the corner.
Yeah.
And I don't have to, I don't have to worry about that. I just know what's expected. I know, you have the certainty now.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So let's get back to some of those numbers you were talking about. Agent count went up last year, 139%.
Yes. Yep. 139%.
Production like?
The closed transaction volume?
Yeah.
226%, up 226%.
That is insane. So agent count did grow. The company grew through agents, 139%. Their closed volume was up 226%. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's massive.
Huge.
Yeah.
That's massive.
And that's where paychecks come from, is volume. So, but I know, what really matters and what grows your business is your transaction size, your units, right? Like how many transactions, what was that growth like? Did the market make them go up, or did they actually close more homes?
They just actually closed more homes. So they had 95% growth
On transaction sides.
on transaction sides.
Wow. So
from the previous year.
Everybody go there to go and help recruit, like everyone says, which we know isn't the truth. Really, it's agent attraction is what we call it, because we go here and we produce more. We partner with people, we bring them in, we help them produce more. We grow our team through this company, and they give us this amazing platform to do it on. And the results, numbers don't lie. We know that, and the results are. You can check them on eXp's Facebook page, actually publicly. 196. Is that right? Or 95?
195%.
95% in transaction sides.
Yep. Awesome. And now how can all of this, right? So there's something going on. Anyone who's in real estate is going to look at these numbers and go, something's happening.
Yeah.
So, and we've heard it. We know what's happened with Blockbuster Video. What happened to Blockbuster Video, David?
Yeah. We don't have them here anymore.
Netflix took them out. What happened to Circuit City and Radio Shack, and what's happening with Sears and all of these other companies? Amazon took them out.
Yeah. I shop on Amazon.
Right? So this is just where the future's going. It just is. And it's occurring organically because everyone else sees that.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a post on Facebook, I believe yesterday, and I shared it. If you check on my timeline, you'll see it also, where they were talking about a college institute, Stanford. I can't remember which company, but which college, but they are actually creating a virtual world.
Yes.
Revere Bella.
It's on your post. Mm-hmm.
Same virtual world that people are making fun of, calling it a video game, calling it The Sims and all that. When really I've never received such a high level of service so fast, because I could walk into this virtual world from my living room, from the office, from Starbucks, and I could speak with the broker. I could get technology help. I could get help on anything to do with my business from staff at eXp. They have like 350 employees that are working through there, which is insane. And they're there, I think it's 9 to 5 or 6. Like they're there all day.
Yeah. I mean, it's as far as the video game and the Sims world and everything, I don't think those are insults. I think that's fun. Yeah. I think it's great. Like, my virtual office is like a video game. Yeah. And we have soccer tournaments and get to it's fun, because work has to be fun. Whatever you're doing for your business, whatever line of work that you are in, you've got to have fun. You don't want to hate what you do. And, so why not? I don't see, it's better than going to an old boring office every single day.
It's part of the culture, right? In order to have great culture, you got to have fun. You've got to have production, and you've got to have fun. And over here,
we have happy people.
Yeah, we have the ability to go do as much business as we want. We're getting more production. We have fun. We have people who love where they are and love what they do, and that's culture to me. To be able to reach out and get help, through. I mean, they have their own workplace by Facebook, right, for eXp, and I've already learned things through that. I've already the owner of the company has been going live in there. Our broker goes live in there. There's people sharing their presentations in there. There's people sharing marketing plans. There's all these collaboration groups. There's referrals being done in there. It's insane. That alone was huge to me because it's private to the company. It's a workplace for the company that we can go in and access. We could go post and ask questions. We can do fundraisers to help somebody in need through there now. There's a lot of things going on just to, grow together. And to me, that's culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what else is, so my daughter, who may or may not ever want to go into real estate, we'll see. We're kind of discussing things. I doubt it, but we'll see. Her age and her generation, right? She's a millennial. How many of, when these millennials, and I say that lovingly, I don't say millennials an insult, but anyone in that under 33 age group, 18 years old, 17 years old, what are they going to choose?
Yeah.
If they get into real estate, what are they going to choose? In 2019, do you see someone in their 20s getting licensed for real estate and then wanting to go back to the ways of the dinosaur? It's not going to happen. They're looking for technology. They're looking for virtual. They're looking for next level, because that's what they've been used to, and that's what they've been brought up in. Because since the year 2000, in this new millennia, right? Yeah. Everything has changed rapidly, and these kids have grown up with this growth. And so they have high expectations for what their future is going to look like.
Yeah. And it's going to only continue at a high pace. It's the old saying of innovate or be innovated. It's your choice.
Yes. Yes. And so now it's to the point where eXp has done it, and they've done it better, and they've done it faster. And now everyone's going to have to start playing catch up. And that's a hard game to play when we're talking numbers this big.
Yep. They're the only ones to actually accomplish it too. I say it all the time. I'm blown away. Glenn's the founder and owner of eXp, and I'm blown away that the man actually accomplished what he has to have this company in all these locations across the United States. He services the entire United States and parts of Canada. The only one in history to do it. The guy belongs in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah. Yeah. It is truly amazing. And how many people called him crazy? How many people told him to stay comfortable? How many people said, no, I'm not ready to do that. I'm not ready to make that change. And he's like, well, I am. So let's go.
Exactly.
And that's the only thing I can say for us is that I wish we would have just went for it, then, but we're here now, and that's what's important. So
here's what I see happen is I call it the platform, because it literally is the platform for us to stand on and do business. It used to be you were a single agent, you learned the business, you did some sales, you moved up a little bit, and now you're maybe you're just a top producing agent, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I need an assistant. And then you get an assistant, and you have an assistant. Now your production goes up a little bit more. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to hire what people used to call the buyer's agent or showing assistant. You limit those people, and you tell them, okay, you can work my overflow. I'm a busy agent. I'm a top producer. Look at me. I'm fabulous, right? And then you get, and that's really like the entitlement that came along with it, a lot of it, and which drove me. And so then you give them your buyers. They start working some of your overflow leads. They work your buyers. You're not truly helping them build their business. You're building yours. They're assisting you, right? And this is the team business model that started to take place as that happened. And then you had a couple of assistants or buyer's agents and maybe a transaction coordinator. And then you get busy enough to where you're like, okay, I'm going to replace myself with a listing agent because and this was so hard for a lot of people to give up. They're like, my listings is my business. I can't give up my listings because I have to own them. So you like if you were my buyer's agent, Becca, this is how I feel you is you aren't qualified to be me. You have to only work with me.
Right.
Than you. That's how literally how I've always felt about it. So then you hire this listing agent who's experienced, right? They do your listings, and sometimes you have a listing assistant and you still do the listings, and then you have some buyer's agents. And you start building this team, and
all the while
you're limiting
thousands and thousands of dollars.
And you're limiting everybody on your team at the same point. And the company's still limiting you. And so then the side is okay, I need to control this. And so I'm going to make sure I leverage all these tasks and things away from people to where technically they probably don't even know how to run their real estate business if they left my team, which gives me the confidence to know that you're stuck here. And a lot of people are on things like that where they're stuck there. They don't know how to even process a transaction, what to do. They just know set an appointment and write a contract, set an appointment and write a contract. And they continue to do that because if it were to leave, it's painful to try to figure out how to do it on your own. And then what happens is you get to that point. What's your next step? You have this massive team. You have buyer's agents. You have a listing agent. You might have a showing assistant. You might have a listing assistant. And then you're like, okay, my next step is to be what some people call seventh level, where I'm going to step away and I'm going to replace myself with somebody to grow my team. And, you know, I might be involved a little bit, but I might go do something else. And that's like the vision for it, right? And so everyone's limited on every level. No matter where you are, you're limited. And we played that game for a long time. And, you know, we made the choice to come to you a couple of years ago where we're just going to have sales agents, no buyers agents, no listing agents. You're on our team. You work with both buyers and sellers. We actually had brand new agents straight out of school, winning listings, going out competing against agents who were top producers, and they were getting listings as a brand new agent. So like there's power in that. You know, when you people, which is what we say is our focus is to empower powerful agents. You empower people and you give them the ability to do it. Big things happen, big, massive things. And
because to me, that's painful. To stay stuck in something like that, that's painful. Rather than making a move and a transition like this into something amazing with no ceiling, that other scenario you just described is incredibly painful.
But unfortunately, so many people are there because they don't know that there's another option. And so I hope that they're watching this video today or tomorrow as we have it online, because as people watch it, like I want to have conversations and you want to have conversations with these people to let them know, because this is so new. It's so new that no one, especially locally, but especially and in the nation, nobody knows that it even exists. And so then what happens is you have this massive team, right? And then you're like, okay, I'm going to open my own brokerage. That's my next step. I'm going to go open my own brokerage. Maybe I'm going to start another franchise of a big named brokerage, right? And I'm going to buy into this franchise and own a market center. And so you take your team, you still have your team operating. You were able to step away a little bit. You have someone else replacing you. You're going to own a brokerage now and have another investment. So at that point, you're still limited to the location of your team. You're still limited to the location of the brokerage. You still have a lot of overhead, a huge, huge investment that you don't have to technically take, but you are. And that's the way that you grow, right? So that's the old model, like the old way to be growing yourself.
And that was it.
Yeah. And then
there was no other path. There was no other option.
You grow another franchise, you expand into another location, you spend thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars on brick and mortar and office locations and staff and salaries and all this stuff that it combines to grow it. And it's expensive, it's risky, it's stressful. Like the stress part alone, like that alone to me is worth it. Like live a stress-free life, be happy. So that's the old way. Today, what you get to do is you get to say, wow, eXp's created a platform that no one's ever created before. BMP Network has created a platform within eXp for me to be able to like not have a risk and be able to jump in and do business with a team who has systems in place that they've developed and created. And if that's not the option for you and you want to go recreate it, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll show you how to do it because we're doing it through eXp right now. And we'll even give you some of those tools for free. And so you can now not be limited to location. You can go grow. You can remove that ceiling from everybody on the team. Everybody. There's no such thing as somebody who's invaluable. Like I've heard teams say things like this, and it drives me insane. We don't need you, but we can use you. And when I hear that, it makes me a little bit angry, to be honest, because I'm like, who are you? Because equal, and when you get together and you empower people to do bigger things together, huge things can happen. And I can learn just as much from the guy that picks up my trash outside as I can from somebody who's producing at a high level. And
that's right.
Like you never know where they've been, what they've gone through. And so with us and our platform, the way we look at it is everyone's an equal. Everyone has the ceiling removed from them. We're going to give you systems, tools, process, the training. And let's go into training a little bit, because we have an online training program for our team alone to teach you our systems and our process. We have staff that are helping you with that. We have a marketing manager. We don't just have the transaction coordinator who does the paperwork and talks to your client. What we're doing on BMP Network is we actually created the platform for a business, which includes your marketing, your online blogging, and includes a developer creating systems for us, includes a marketing manager in order to manage your marketing. That way you can pull away and actually go have conversations with buyers and sellers and meet with people. When when you're doing everything else yourself, and we have the sales training too. So you have it all. You have one business platform to run and operate while you're having conversations with people. And so, and then in addition to that, let's get into training with eXp. So at eXp this week, I posted, they had, I think it was 33 classes, 33 in 1 week. Like, who does that?
Yeah, that's like, man, when you take people from all over the nation, because eXp has 350 employees, you figured? Okay, nationwide. When you have so many people who are dedicated to that, you are going to get fed so much more than you would by, doing things the old way in kind of smaller class settings. This is something that you're growing and you're learning with a massive amount of people, and the variety of people who are teaching these classes are very well educated on these topics. They're specifically chosen for these things. You're going to retain and learn so much, and then you have so much more to give. You have so much more to give others, and our clients are benefiting from this kind of change, right? So, like you said, it's putting everything that you had just described, puts that driving force in people. It empowers them. It doesn't make them feel like they're stuck. People are people. They are not robots. They are not machines. They're people. They're real estate agents, and they do this for a living. There's a reason that they got licensed, and they love what they do. And they want to go out and they want to help buyers and they want to help sellers, and they want to do it specifically informed and educated to the benefit of the client. So having all of this education and everything, and not just the education through eXp, but what we have with BMP, and I can't even describe everything that you can utilize with BMP in your business, to be able to have the transaction support, the marketing support, and not just that, but everyone else in your environment, your other teammates, your team members, your people in your network you feed off of, you grow with. It creates an environment so that when we go out there and we're helping clients, we're our best selves.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because I believe clarity is power. And I want to be real specific and clear on exactly what we mean by transaction support, transaction system, and marketing, because
yes, let's do that. I don't want to be too vague. And
one person can say, we do marketing for you. Our brokerage, I've heard that there's a brokerage that offers social media marketing for you when you join their brokerage. Not going to name who it is, but they offer that as the value of why to join them. They do like 3 to 5 posts per week for you. Our marketing manager on Facebook alone is running business pages for each one of our team members, and she is unbelievable. She's posting anywhere from 8 to 15 times per day, every single day. And it doesn't stop there. She's on every platform. She's posting everywhere for them. We broke 8,000 posts into like the internet as a whole in 1 month before. It's and marketing is your business. You need to gather attention. Attention is the very first step in order to be successful in any business. And if you don't have the attention, you have nothing to play with. You have nothing to go by. And so a lot of people flip those. They do it wrong. They go with intention on, oh, I want to learn. I want to be a good agent. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm going to get my certifications out of the way. And they forget to gather the attention first. They just have intention on what their plan is, right? They get ready.
Yes.
But when you join someone like our team, like BMP Network, we dominate to get you attention. We help you get attention. And we show you what to do with that attention. And so it's little things like that that separate us from, the people who say they do the same thing. They don't do the same thing.
No, you really can't. Not at that kind of level. Not at that level. And everything is branded materials. We're not talking about, cheesy stuff here. This is, it's incredible. There's a lot that goes into the marketing, and not just for us as far as generating business and leads, but also marketing the homes that we list for our clients.
Yeah.
There's two sides to that marketing, right? That she does. So yeah, I mean, it's, quite incredible that, that there's that much going on, when in comparison to other brokerages saying that we market for you, or, okay. I don't know. It just doesn't faze me really, I think, because it's just like, I don't know, just no, it's not on my radar, I guess.
It's different levels of standards on what marketing truly is.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, and low expectations. And
you only know what you know, and when you don't realize that there's another option on a much higher level, like you can settle real easily, right? So now let's talk about our transaction system that we mentioned so many times now. So like our transaction system, like this is something that we've hired developers to build, that we own the software, right? So this system, I'm just going to name one thing on it. It removes all the tasks and reminders, and it gives you all the reminders for the things you need to do, but it removes all these tedious tasks of like, opening escrow, communicating with the lender, giving people a copy of the contract, following up with the client, like all this stuff. There's like 100 and I think it's like 80 canned emails that are specific, that go out to your client on a transaction, to not just your client, but like everyone involved. And like it fills all the holes of like the things that you wish you would do that you never did, because you were so busy trying to get the next sale that you forgot about, and you forgot to just check in on them or follow up, or to say, hey, it's your anniversary this year, and we just wanted to reach out and say congratulations with the home. We appreciate doing this for people like you. Here's a link to our referral form if you know anybody looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. Those little things that we forget to do because we're just busy. The system just on autopilot for you. And so, and there's much more involved in that system, but that's one of them. No one else has that. We dreamed it up. We built it. There's not a system out there like it. And
no, not at all. Not that I've heard of, not that I've seen at all. Doesn't exist.
And then our rock star that we have, Stephanie, she's our transaction support manager, our agent support. The bone behind BMP Network that knows every in and out of how we operate, and is our go-to person for anything to do with working with our developers to make sure that we get everything aligned for our next system that we're going to launch, to building our onboarding system, to helping our agents onboard, to offering help with transactions, to everything to do on day-to-day business. She can help you rock it. And
and it's so easy and clear. There's no confusion as to what to do or understanding things. With some brokerages, you hire on, and it's like, well, now what do I do? Oh, nobody told me that. Oh, I didn't know I needed to do that. What is this? What is that called? I didn't even know that thing existed, and I need to write a contract. How am I supposed to do this? And where am I? How do I use this system? It eliminates all of that confusion and everything. And by the way, that system is specific to your state. It's not just, this is one system, you're going to have to just utilize it and do the best you can. No, it's specified per whatever state you're in. If you're in Texas, your systems will be specific for your state. So, I mean,
I mean, it's specific to your contract too, which is amazing. Like, it literally puts in the names of the people, and it makes it personalized and adds that extra touch to it. And it also is asking for business too. So it's generating more leads for you as we move forward. And it does it forever. It doesn't stop. So those are some amazing things. But then, and then, like, in addition to all that, like, we have sales training online, right? Like all the little things we do. Like, we don't just say, we'll teach you, we'll show you, we'll help you, and then we just, I'm busy right now, but I'll get to it later on. Like, we actually, like, we know that we're going to be busy, so we planned ahead. Like, most companies don't plan ahead to match these things that are needed when they hire someone new. we planned ahead to make sure you had resources to pull from. You have people to reach out to. You have somebody to call, someone to talk to. You have somebody, myself, and Stephanie and Gianna, who are not in production, that are there to help you in every day, full time. And we want to help people. That's what's awesome, because we actually enjoy what we're doing and we like to see people prospering. So all of that is like the other people that say, oh, we do it too, or yeah, we'll help you and we'll do that. Yeah, we can do the same thing that they're doing. It's so much different. And Nick Lang commented too. He loves the explanation. And Nick, I know, understands it just like we do it. We're talking about, and he's experienced it for a long time. So
oh yeah.
So so anything else you want to share before we get off?
Just that if you guys are hesitant, or whoever's afraid to reach out or want to know more, that's what we're doing. We're informing people. This isn't a recruit machine. This is a real estate business, and it will remain a real estate business. It's nothing more than that. However, with this brokerage, we're able to have multiple streams of income. That's the difference. That's a huge difference. And everything, all of the support and everything that you have provided to you that comes along with that is unmatched anywhere else. And I mean it when I say that there are agents who look their entire careers and search for something exactly like this, and this is it, hands down. So
Becca, real quick, you mentioned multiple streams of income, and I want to let people know there are 4 streams of income when you are a part of our team at BMP Network with eXp. 4 streams of income. So I don't know any other company where you can find 4 streams to do business and it doesn't pull all your time away, because I'm huge. Anyone that knows me knows I love leverage. I love to have people helping me, and I love to buy systems and invest into the business. And leverage is the key to success, in my opinion. You have to have leverage in order to do more. And whenever you feel like you can't do anymore, there's always somebody else on the next level. How are they doing it? If they can do it, you can do it. And we provide the avenue and the platform for people to be able to have 4 streams, which I think is completely new. It blew my mind to be able to offer it. And I'm not going to go into what all 4 of those are, but if you're interested in that, just send Becca a text or a message, or get in touch with us, and we'll go into the depths of what those 4 are and what it can look like for you.
Yeah, we certainly can do that. And like I said, this is about coming together. This isn't about separating, right? So this is truly what we found, and not just our opinion. This isn't just our opinion. That 139% agent growth is not just a couple people's opinions. So this is something that's real. It's tangible. It's measurable. You can look at it, and it's not going to lie. Those numbers aren't going to lie. So we're inclusive of everybody. We are not, generosity without expectation. It's okay. And by the way, we do free script practice for everybody, regardless of your brokerage affiliation or team affiliation. Free script practice every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Pacific time as well. So if you guys want to be in on that, anywhere you are in the nation, it does not matter. We do that for free, and it's an amazing way to grow. And scripts, it's not just about being salesy. When you're speaking with a client, you want to have intelligent conversations, because they need to have confidence in you. And that's what scripts are for. It's for you to be able to articulate the things that you want to say, and sometimes they stumble out. It's to practice that so that your clients have confidence in you, and you have confidence in yourself to be able to do a good job for them.
Yep. And sports, like soccer, basketball, baseball, you've got to have agility. You've got to have speed. You've got to run. You've got to be in condition to be able to do it. Right. For us in real estate, our conditioning is our scripts. It's knowing what to say, the right time to say it, how to set appointments. I always tell everyone that we are appointment setters before we're real estate agents. Our goal is never to just sell somebody a house. Our goal is to find out how we can provide value to their life by sitting down and meeting with them through the consultation approach.
Yeah, because people, there are buyers and sellers out there. There always has been, there always will be. Do you want those people to get lost by the wayside with an agent that is just kind of, winging it? You don't, you want to be, if you're not practicing your craft, if you're not practicing your your profession and honing that in and really narrowing down your skills and perfecting them, then, you know,
Yeah.
your clients are going to suffer for it. Unfortunately, they may go to another agent who's not going to serve them as well because they don't think that you're as well articulated and know what you're talking about. And so like I said, message us, send us a private message or text us, and we'll get you the link for scripts. So
Perfect. Sounds good. Well, all of Becca's information is in the comments. You'll find it there. Her phone number is scrolling on the video. You could reach out to her on that number by text or phone call. Visit her Facebook page, which we've commented. Becca, what's the best way for you to get back to people? Is it Facebook, text, phone call?
Any of it.
Any of it?
Just reach out to me in any way and I'll reach back out to you. I'm good with whatever you're good with. So text me, you know.
Awesome.
Text seems to be better for most people. I know that we're busy, and especially when we're having client calls. If you're an agent, you know, you're working. So you know, having a lengthy phone call isn't always best. But if you want to text me, we'll get back to you, and then we'll set up a time to have a more in-depth conversation and mastermind. It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. So Becca, I want to leave with one thing I know we've shared in the past before where we've talked about is I know that you personally know a lot of agents who are probably in the boat where they are fed up with what their cost of doing business is. So I'm going to be a little bit okay. So I know that we've both experienced that. And my whole goal from day one was to build a team that allowed people to just thrive, to be able to live a good life, to be able to be happy, to have a good income, to be able to build their business. I never once wanted everyone to just come and support me, right? So like I've always tried to flip it to where I said, I support you, I want to help you. And it's a completely different business plan or team business model, right? So I know that we both know, and you know some people that are in that boat where their cost to do business on a team or at a company, sometimes when they're being given leads or being given some leverage and some help, their cost of that is extremely high. And
it's killing them.
The justification of it is because the person that they are working for is their cost is high. Just because their cost is high, I don't believe justifies them being stuck there to say my cost needs to be high as well. Because there are other options, and with today's technology, that if you invest into the right program, the right system, the right tool, like there's no reason that you should be able to reduce your overhead in order to be able to give you a little bit better income and more opportunity. And found that not only for our team, but through eXp Realty. And I really want to get it out to those agents and those people and let them know that if you're just curious, just send us a message, send Becca a text, find out exactly what it is. Like there's literally no pressure. We've gone through the stages before where we were trying to sell our team to people, and we were like, join our team, please join our team, and here's why. And like it's difficult, but today with what we've built over the past couple of years, today we're now able to just say, hey, this is what we can do together. You have the same potential right now on our team as I do after 13 years. Let's just do it together.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that comes again from that abundance. We don't act out of desperation.
Yep.
No, we don't. And so we're okay with you having a conversation with us and us masterminding in business.
Yeah.
Even if you're not making a choice to come where we are, right? But honestly, I have not talked to anybody who has seen behind that curtain and has said,
love it.
And nobody has said, oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. That sounds like garbage. I don't want any. Nobody, literally no one has said that. Once they see it, they're like, okay. And then they start to figure out, how do I make this a reality for my life? How do I really do this? Because there's so many other things in life telling you it's not the right time. It's too scary. People will be mad at me. I may hurt feelings. And, you know, those are things that it's just the stuff that comes along with it. But don't let that noise be louder than your vision for your business.
The naysayers of people who want to keep you where you are because you're a benefit to them. That's what it comes down to sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And so I agree. Everyone that I've met with and that you've met with, every single one of them has said, wow, I have a lot to think about. Wow, like I can
Mhm.
see how this is a good option for me. Like no one has said no, that's not going to work for me. The only people who have said that are the people who were unwilling to even listen to the opportunity.
That's it. Yes, that is it. Where the ones who did not want to have a conversation, they don't want to be informed. And again, I think that goes back to fear again, because it does create so much uncomfortability within yourself, to step out and do that. And
Yeah.
it can get scary, especially when you're thinking of parting ways. But like I said, you can still love and respect and admire people and not be in business with them. It
Yep.
is okay, I promise.
Yep.
It's not
Definitely.
that scary. Mhm.
It's crazy because I honestly start to feel bad for like the people that won't even listen to the opportunity. It's one thing that I learned years ago. Somebody had told me, one of my mentors told me, never, ever, ever, ever just close the door on an opportunity. Always be willing to listen, because
Yeah.
if you only know what you know, and if you don't listen at least and welcome it, at least the idea, like
Mhm.
worst case, hands down, is you might actually learn something. If you always just look for the $1 million idea in every conversation, in every book, in every class, look for that $1 million idea is what I call it. Like
Mhm.
you learn something to take away to go plug into your business and actually,
Mhm.
a little bit, benefit your life a little bit. But when you say no right away, I don't want to listen. No, I don't want to join a team. No, I don't
Yeah.
want to switch to another brokerage. No, I'm not interested in speaking with you. When you truly don't even know the opportunity or business model, who does that serve? Not you.
Exactly. Exactly. And who does it hurt?
You. Yeah.
Not us.
Yep.
You know, it hurts the person who's closing themselves off from opportunity, because literally, honestly, we wouldn't be doing these videos. We wouldn't be doing the posts that we're doing if we wouldn't have gotten so much attention
Mm-hmm.
and people reaching out and saying, what is this? What are you doing? Why did you do this?
Yeah.
Why did you leave something that you had? It was so good. You had it so good. And, all of this kind of stuff. And, you know, well, we'll tell you why then. And
Yeah.
so, but that attention hasn't stopped.
No.
So doing these videos and being informative, it lets people know this is why. It's for a very real reason. It's not to get away from something, it's to go towards something else.
Yeah. And I totally agree with you. And like, if we didn't believe in it as much as we do, and if we haven't experienced in a short amount of time being here, what's happening with our team and what's happening with our production and what's happening with this company, if we didn't experience that and believe it, we wouldn't be doing videos like this. We wouldn't be trying to let you know about it, because it's easy to tell people about it. It's easy to bring the energy and show people what you love about something when you actually believe in it and you're actually experiencing some results in it. So what I'm looking for is a year from today, what life is going to look like, who we're going to be able to do a video with, and how we're going to talk about how, because we did this today, we were not only able to impact our lives, but we're able to impact theirs and hundreds of others. And I'm just excited for the people who see that with us, that want to say, hey, let's go grow this together. Let's grow this national real estate group together. And that's, to me, like, I get bought into the progress and the vision of it so much, because
Oh,
this is the
yeah.
fun part to me. Like, nobody wants the roof over their head, the ceiling,
No, nobody wants to be treated like they're an employee, right? And I mean that in a derogatory way, because there are people who are employees of a company or a business and they're treated very well. But I mean that in the derogatory sense, where you have a boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
So generally a boss is something negative. A boss tells you what to do,
Yeah.
when to do it, how to do it, and for how much. A leader and someone you're in business with, a partnership, that's a very, very different story. That it takes out the entitlement from everyone, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have the egos talking,
Yep.
and then it causes agents in partnerships together to really see it and really find their confidence in themselves, and they're able to be so much more successful that way.
Yep. So I know we were going to go, but that just brought up one more thing I want to talk about, is leadership and what that really looks like, right? Because like a true leader to me involves everybody in their life. Like you're not, you don't choose to be a leader to these 5 people. you might, you might go to those 5 people because they're your core 5 people, and those 5 people help other people as well. And you can build it that way for sure. And I totally get that. I've read a book on that. But if you, a true leader, I don't believe has like a closed door is what I call it. A true leader, I believe, says, hey, you're welcome to come to me. You're welcome to be included in this meeting. We're going to collaborate together. I'm not going to close the door and go hide behind the door and talk about something in private because it's my business, right? Like, you're my business partner. Like day one, you're my business partner. And I want to pour into your life and invest into your life to help you build your career so much that like we actually bond and we actually create something that's inseparable, right? So with us, like that's one of the things that we've been able to change is we don't have what I call closed door meetings. Like Becca, being on the leadership team before the previous brokerage, we had closed door meetings. What was our team going to do? What was our plan? What was going to be our action plan for the week? How are we going to do this, right? Like a year ago. And today we're actually utilizing technology today where we're doing videos like this that are private through Zoom conferencing with the entire team. We do our scripts through that so we can have people in scripts anywhere in the world. And then we're going to be doing social media class coming up soon through that same program where anyone can join us. We're going to be doing webinars through that. We're going to be able to have meetings to say, hey, we're going to get together and we're going to talk about how to grow our national business plan together. And you're welcome to join, even if you just started 5 minutes ago. Come on in because we want to pour into your life and give you the same vision we have. And like everybody is a part of it, right? Everyone's a part of everything that we do. Like everything we do, we collaborate together as a partnership, which to me is much, much better than having to look up the corporate ladder or look up the, the leadership team or
command. Yeah. So what's amazing about that is, like you said, somebody who's licensed for 2 weeks can come in and be on the same level field as somebody who's been doing it for 5 years and has earned their spot to be a listing agent.
Yeah.
You come in, you're right here with everyone else. You have the same opportunity, same systems and tools and everything right there. Same as everyone else. It's completely level and no ceiling for anyone. I don't care how long you've been doing it. And a lot of people like to use that as their, just like you said, someone becoming a top producer, people like to use, well, I've been in real estate for 25 years. That's great. This person's been in it for 2 months and they're rocking it,
And they have better
use that over 5 years. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I agree. So I think we could probably end it with that. I think we've probably been talking for close to an hour or more. So
an hour, unbelievable. And I'm kind of not surprised. We do this all the time, but
Yeah, it's just exciting to be able to share and talk about it because this is our life. Like, this is one last thing I'm just going to say real quick. So a lot of people want that work-life balance, and with what we've created, to me, I've always said I have one life. I don't need the work-life balance because I include everybody in my life in everything I have going on, and this is my life. And that includes the people I'm in business with. It includes family, includes anyone who even is thinking about it. I have a friend right now that I believe is probably commented on here that's just considering and looking forward to the future of being a part of this. And he's plugging in with us. He's practicing scripts with us already. And
he's pretty good.
Yeah, he is good already. And it's amazing to have those kind of people like plugging in with our team, even just a little bit that they are today before they're even here. So don't hesitate, even if you're just considering like real estate down the road. We can actually guide you and help you with that process and show you exactly what to do to make it a little less painful for you. So reach out to us for any reason to do with real estate. And if you're looking at buyers, Becca, what areas do you service for buyers and sellers?
Mojave County, primarily Kingman and Golden Valley.
Perfect. And anywhere in the nation, because she can help you set up with an eXp agent in order to make sure you're serviced at a high level. So you want Becca personally, Mojave County.
Yes, me personally, Mojave County, Kingman and Golden Valley, primarily in outlying areas. But yes, if you're anywhere in the nation, I don't care if you're in Wyoming or Rhode Island. I can certainly help you in real estate, of course. And if
Awesome.
you are new, I'd like to add, if you're brand new, newly licensed, or you're considering getting licensed to get into real estate, online real estate school. I was looking today at the Arizona School of Business Real Estate, and they've already got it so where you could register and pay and get going. So I don't know if it's live. I want to check it out a little more, but for any of you who are interested in going to school, send me a text later on. I'm going to investigate a little more. I'm going to give them a phone call and find out about if they're set up, if they're ready to roll that out or not. And then I'll let you guys know, because online real estate school is going to streamline that process for people getting newly licensed as well. That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and like I said, yeah,
like,
it's crazy. So,
you no longer have to quit your job to go to a full-time class.
yeah, or give up your entire weekend, to go and sit for, which, hey, whatever works. That's what I did. That's what you did. We went and sat in a classroom. But for anybody anymore, just like everything else, it's all going virtual. It's all going online. It's the way of the world, and it's where it's going. So hop on the train, man. Let's go.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I think that's it for the day. So reach out to Becca with any questions. We'd love to just sit down and chat with anyone. So thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.